This terrifying story of a Bigfoot encounter will send chills up your spine. There I was, hiking through the forest, the crunch of leaves beneath my boots, the calls of distant birds filling the air. I was with my two best friends, our backpacks bulging with camping gear. We planned to spend the summer vacation lost in the wilderness, far away from the hustle of daily life. Nothing but the open sky above and the earth below, a cabin hidden in the woods our only shelter. The hike was tough but rewarding. We set up camp near a clear stream and were soon laughing and singing around the campfire, captivated by the beauty of the night sky. The chill of the first night started to settle on us, the fire crackling, casting long shadows on the surrounding trees. That's when we heard it, a distant, guttural roar that echoed through the forest, silencing our laughter instantly. We exchanged puzzled looks, our hearts pounding in our chests. The stillness felt like a heavy blanket, the usual forest sounds suddenly absent. We tried to brush it off, attributing the noise to some wild animal. But the eerie silence and the chill in the air made our laughs hollow, our smiles forced. The roars continued intermittently throughout the night, each one nearer than the last, making it impossible to ignore. The following morning we were uneasy, the previous night's events casting a shadow over our spirits. We decided to investigate. We followed the unsettling sounds to a nearby cave, the mouth of it seeming to gulp in the daylight. As we approached, we found footprints, larger and wider than any human foot. The sight of the footprints alone was enough to send chills down our spines. Each print was deeply etched in the ground, displaying the weight and power of the creature we were dealing with. The fear in our eyes was palpable, but we had come too far to turn back. We ventured deep into the cave, our flashlight beams dancing on the damp stone walls. The cave was eerily quiet. The further we went, the thicker the air seemed to become, sending shivers down our spines. Suddenly, our flashlights revealed a hulking figure standing at the rear of the cave. It was massive, covered in thick, matted fur, with glowing yellow eyes that stared right back at us. We stood frozen, our breath hitching in our chests, our hearts thudding in our ears. It was a Bigfoot, the creature of legends right before us, as real as the fear pounding in our veins. The creature let out a deafening roar, sending echoes bouncing off the cave walls. We stumbled backwards, scrambling to turn around, the cave suddenly becoming a maze. We ran for our lives, tripping over rocks, gasping for breath. Behind us, we could hear the creature's heavy footfalls, the sounds growing closer with every passing second. We emerged from the cave and bolted towards our cabin, praying that we'd make it in time. We could still hear the creature behind us, its roars filling the forest, making the trees shudder. We reached the cabin, slamming the door shut, our bodies trembling with adrenaline. We spent the night huddled together, jumping at every sound, every creak of the cabin. As dawn broke, we dared to peek outside, finding the forest still and tranquil as if nothing had happened. But we knew better, the terror of the previous day engraved in our minds. We packed our bags and left the cabin, eager to return to civilization. The forest, once our serene sanctuary, now held an ominous presence we couldn't shake off. Each step towards the exit of that cave was a reminder of the terrifying encounter we'd had. The memory of the Bigfoot's glowing eyes and guttural roars would stay with us forever. Back in the city, we were met with disbelief and ridicule. Our story was dismissed as the product of an overactive imagination, but we knew the truth. Our encounter with Bigfoot changed us. It brought us face to face with our fears, teaching us the unknown powers that dwell in the wilderness.